Hey, thanks for joining us here on Game Time. I'm Maurice Patton with Chip Cirillo, the high school sports guys here at the Tennessean. We're going to get you set up for this week's boys state basketball tournament over at MTSU's Murphy Center, starting Wednesday with the AAA quarterfinals, going into the first two games of the single A quarterfinals Wednesday evening, and then Thursday morning, get some more single A and all of the double A games. So some things to look for as you head over that way. Starting in triple A, big matchup, the second game of the day. Brentwood Academy making their second straight state tournament appearance after never having gone in like 30-something years. 31-2, second straight 30-win season for Dennis King and that group down there. They've got Wilson Central and a really good shooter in Jacob Williams coming at them in that first matchup, Chip.
Yeah, for Brentwood, they got the Andy Shumpert, and Coach King calls him he thinks he might be the most versatile player in the mid-state, just all phases of the game really good. Of course, he's signed with Furman in football, really good receiver. And yeah, like you said, 2 30-win seasons in a row. What a job Coach King is doing. And Wilson Central, the Jacob Williams is a really good guard. They were real good. Wilson Central's a really good defensive team. I think they've held their last 3 opponents in the 30s, if you can believe that.
I hear they've got a lethal trap defense.
Yeah. Yeah, I was looking at my video the other day, and like every time the Hunters Lane kids have the ball, there's 2 guys on them. So it's hard to get it to half court much anywhere else. And yeah, they do a great job. Defense is it's their calling card.
Okay. All right. Couple of other games worth watching over there. The first game of the morning, Wednesday, Hamilton and Blackman. Blackman back at the state tournament for the second straight year as well. In the bottom half of the bracket, you've got Siegel, another Murfreesboro team in Arlington, and then Oak Ridge and Jefferson County in an all East Tennessee matchup. Heading into the single A bracket, at the bottom of it, which is actually a Thursday game, the second game of the day on Thursday, you've got Good Pasture 30-1 under Adam Son, the new coach over there, and Memphis Mitchell, a traditional power down that way, playing in the 11:30 game on Wednesday morning.
Yeah, Mitchell drops down from Double A, and that's a tough first game for Good Pasture. And believe it or not, Good Pasture's never won a state title in basketball, and I think everybody remembers that Ron Mercer, Sam Howard, Drew Maddox team of the early 90s, and they've come in second, I think, 3 times, but now here they are ranked number 1, only 1 loss, and maybe this is the year they finally get that gold ball.
I happened to see them earlier this year against Trousdale County, I think, and the one thing I noticed about them is they just kind of come at you in waves. They go about 9 or 10 deep, and they like to run it and push it hard, and Christian Lynn is probably the big gun up there for them. Some folks will be familiar with that name. His dad, Johnny Lynn, played at Beach back in the day, and I'm kind of showing my age by being familiar with Johnny. But they're a fun team to watch. Another key matchup locally in the game before the Good Pasture Mitchell game, you've got Lead Academy, local team here in Nashville, making their first state tournament appearance in just their second year of existence, playing against Hampton. Also, you got Columbia Academy in Meigs County in the last game of the day on Wednesday, and starting up the single A bracket on Wednesday is Boyd Buchanan and Booker T. Washington out of Memphis. Heading to the double A bracket, can't talk about double A without talking about CPA, can you?
Yeah, they're the big superpower, no doubt, and they beat a lot of people by these huge double-digit margins. And of course, they're going to run into some good teams, really good teams now. It's funny they're playing Upperman, because Upperman in football, they drew Alcoa there at the end. You know, one of the best football programs. And now they're playing CPA. They're probably like, what do we do to
exactly. I mean, one of the best athletic years probably in the history of the Putnam County School, and they run into an Alcoa in football, and they run into a CPA in basketball. But I mean, once you get to that point, you start seeing some really good folks, and that's not to take anything away from them, because at 28-6, they've had a heck of a year as well. Also in Double A, the first game of the Double A bracket on Thursday is East Nashville and Tyner, and congratulations to Jim Fay and that bunch for getting over there.
Yeah, he's so high in the Terry Holt kid, and he believes he's maybe the best player in Metro, and yeah, he's their can-do guy, and yeah, they just always seem to get back to state, and Coach Fay is doing a great job with those guys, and he said something like, I hope I play CPA on Saturday. I was asking about that because if they would have lost that region game, we would have had to play them back then. But they beat Cheatham, and now he was sort of looking ahead a little bit. Maybe they'll play if everything goes right. They'll play CPA on Saturday. So
Yeah, Terry's kind of that glue guy. He's a guy that can probably defend 1 through 5. He handles the ball for him. He posts up. Really, really versatile kid, and he might be one of the best players in Metro. Yeah, I've not seen enough to know if he's the best, but he's awfully
yeah,
good.
he's up there for sure.
Yeah, other games in AA, Greenville and Knoxville Carter in the second game on Thursday, and the nightcap Thursday evening is Manassas and Jackson Southside. So that'll take you through the quarterfinals of the boys state tournament Wednesday and Thursday. Friday's your semifinals, and then Saturday are your championship games at 2, 4, and 6 over at Murphy Center and at MTSU. If this weather holds up, it might be tough for some of you to go inside, but be missing some pretty good basketball if you don't. So we'll be there. Hope to see you there. I'm Maurice Patton. This is Chip Cirillo. Thanks for joining us here on Game Time.